Now, Sarah, where's your other Ken doll?
It's right here.
You don't usually play with Ken and Barbie.
Well, I don't really want Ken and Ken to be together anymore because it's wrong.
Wrong? What do you mean wrong?
Well, I was talking to Davey today at school, and he said that it's really bad for me to have two daddies and no mommy, and that marriage between two boys is wrong, and that it's a sin. I didn't really know if he was right, so at recess, I looked it up online, and it turns out that he is.
Sarah, I think you need to be spending less time around Davey. But why do you think that?
Well, according to Jeffrey Stantioper, a psychiatrist at Princeton University, there is no more important reason to ban same-sex marriage than the adverse effects it has on children, like me. Also, Jeffrey says that there are measurable effects for children that lack either a mommy or a daddy, and that there's tons of evidence, mountains of evidence collected over decades and decades that proves this.
What else did you find?
Also, I looked up this report that compared the lifestyles of homosexual couples to married couples, and it says that having a mommy and a daddy is essential for the development of the child and for the formation of their sexual identity. Now, I don't want to be sexually confused.
Now that's ridiculous.
Of course it is. You'll just be gay.
No, Daddy, it's the truth. I looked at this really reliable website, religiostolerance.org, and religious tolerance says that there's a whole list for effects on children that have same-sex parents. The first being that everybody knows if a kid has gay parents, that kid's going to be gay. Second, this is the scariest part, God punishes gay parents, like you, and that adversely affects me. Third, and this is the worst of all, if the nation legalizes gay marriage, God's going to punish the whole country, and that's going to affect kids everywhere. Millions and millions of kids. Dads, everyone knows that homes with same-sex parents are more unstable and more violent than homes with opposite-sex parents. So children like me are likely to be harmed in same-sex marriage homes. But there is some good news. There's good news. The Center for Religious Tolerance says that since the desire to get married and to have kids is natural in adults, so if we don't allow same-sex marriage, then people will be forced to marry someone of the opposite sex, and people like you guys will become ex-gays or ex-lesbians.
Young lady, I think we haven't had enough of your talk about heterosexual marriage.
I don't know, I guess I'm just confused. I've always thought you guys are great daddies, great parents, but according to the Christian Voice, you're just a fraction of the master plan to ruin everything that is good and right in society.
Sarah, I don't know where you get these ideas about master plans.
I think it's time we tell her the truth.
No.
Sarah?
No.
Sarah, we'd like to explain something to you.
You see, when a man and a man love each other very much, they get together and they destroy the social norms of a country. All right, class, now let's begin. Now, just a reminder, your papers on how the Holocaust didn't happen are due on Friday. Now, class, I have a very special announcement. Now, I'm sure you all remember how gay marriage is legal now, right?
Yes, Mr. Chauncey.
Well, now that anyone can marry anyone they want, I'm thrilled to announce that I'm getting married.
To a man?
No, you big silly. To a table. This one, right here.
But my mommy said that a marriage is supposed to be between a man and a woman.
Well, now that it's permissible to violate traditional patterns of marriage, any kind of sexual relationship has to be acknowledged by society. The terms husband and wife may as well not mean anything anymore, since who cares who marries who? Glenn Stanton, of Focus on the Family, said exactly that, and added that gender would become nothing. And as the American Family Association Journal stated, while they claim to only want equal protection under the law, the real agenda of homosexual activists is simple: the complete alteration of American society to fit the homosexual view of human society, sexuality, marriage, and family. Huh, well, it sure is working.
But the Lord Jesus Christ said...
We don't use that name in public schools. Can't be clouding your head with all that Christian nonsense, can we? Now, as Craig Austin, vice president of the Right-Wing Alliance Defense Fund, said, kids are most receptive to the gospel when they're in their childhood years, and homosexual activists know that. That is why they're trying so hard, with the help of the ACLU, to keep the gospel out of schools and homosexual indoctrination in.
But what about Newt Gingrich? He said, "We would not be having the present moral crisis regarding the homosexual movement if men and women accepted their proper roles as designated by God, and that homosexuality is Satan's diabolical attack upon the family, God's order in creation."
Maybe it would be better if you spent less time listening to Newt Gingrich. No, better that we teach you that it's okay to be gay in school, since your exposure to those ideas from authority figures will lead you to follow the gay agenda.
The gay agenda? What's that?
The gay agenda is a cartel of powerful gay financiers in entertainment and industry working with activist judges to expand the legal privileges of the gays. And hopefully, it'll be successful enough to turn everyone gay soon.
But I don't want to be gay. It's wrong.
No one is making you be gay. The government is just trying to legitimize a lifestyle that you find morally wrong. So remember, gays now have the same social standing that your mommies and daddies do.
What?
Well, keep in mind, kids, this isn't just about gay marriage. It's about completely revolutionizing the unchanging eternal face of American marriage. Now, Dr. James Dobson was right when he wrote, "The introduction of legalized gay marriages will lead inexorably to polygamy and other alternatives to one-man, one-woman relationships." He also said, "There is no place to stop once that Rubicon has been crossed. After the introduction of marriage between homosexuals, it will be supported by nothing more than substantial than the opinion of a single judge or by a black-robed panel of justices. And after they have reached their dubious decisions, the family will consist of little more than someone's interpretation of rights."
Hey, Sarah, here comes your gay dad.
Well, hey there, Sarah.
Hi, Dad. Hey, Dad, what you doing here?
Well, I just have some pamphlets about gay marriage for you and your little friends.
Dad, I told you not to hand those out anymore. Some people aren't as open to gay marriage as we are. Like, let's be fair.
Well, Sarah, sexuality is a choice, and I want to make sure we have plenty of soldiers in our gay army.
But Dad, genetic evidence has suggested that sexuality is natural. In fact, as George Chauncey said, by and large, Americans who support gay rights tend to believe sexual identity is a stable, intrinsic, enduring condition over which people have no control, and those who disapprove of homosexuality are much more likely to believe that it's a choice, and a sinful one at that.
Well, now, Sarah, you have it all wrong. My gayness was caused by poor upbringing and demon possession. Anita Bryant had it right when she said in 1977 that, as a mother, I know that homosexuals cannot biologically reproduce children, therefore they must recruit our children. And that's exactly what I'm here to do. So let me hand out these pamphlets to recruit your friends. You want some pamphlets? And candy.
This is exactly why I got kicked out of football.